So thanks, Mr. Mussarat, for joining us on the launch of Akrivia HCM. And Mussarat, I would like to ask you, how do you foresee the evolution of HCM technology in the next 5 years?
See, let me give a perspective on this. See, the digital and this SCM and all those evolution was happening at a pace, but with this pandemic coming in, the pace has been accelerated. That is number one. But what we are seeing, in next 5 years, the kind of disruption we are seeing, and there are a lot of shifts which is happening. We are seeing social shift, and we are seeing mindset shift which has happened. We are seeing technological shifts happening. So the worker and workplace all are going to be redefined, totally redefined, what we have never seen before, and it will be unprecedented, let me tell you. Now, in this context, when the entire workforce, workplace, worker is getting redefined, it's going to be very challenging in terms of the organization and HR especially to manage these kind of disruptions. And what I foresee is that the way we are seeing technological evolution happening, which is making life easier for everyone. If you look at mobile, the way it has evolved, if you look at the manufacturing of auto cars and the way you are seeing happening in the automobile sector, the kind of change and disruption which is happening. Similarly, when you talk about SCM, next 5 years and 10 years, I would say the things would be much evolved. I mean, I come from an era where I have seen things happening with hand.
Absolutely.
And then I have seen various phases of my last almost 3 decades that I have worked. This SCM, in 97, when I worked in one of the companies where ERP and all this was implemented, I have seen the evolution, how it has come. Today, all the things which are pain points, all the things which would make things easier, cost effective, scalable, all this I think is going to be totally redefined. I mean, the quality of data, the analytics, and especially the kind of employee life cycle management, career planning, you talk about succession, you talk about any area of HR. I mean, it will become seamless. All the areas will speak to each other, which is actually not happening till date. Even if best of the SCMs have been implemented, the usage, the skill of the people to actually analyze or make it to the best use, what you call exploitation is not happening. You may have best of the tool. For example, if I look at my own mobile, today I may be exploiting 10 to 15% of its built up capacity, because the rest of the thing I am not aware of. But I believe that SCM is going to become very seamless, easy to use, and it will be more employer and employee friendly both, and it's going to be evolved at a much faster pace that even we thought about, because as I said, worker and workplace will actually force it to redefine that.
Mussarat, since you come from Maruti and you both have seen various disruptions, and we are going through, as you said, we are going through an unprecedented transformation or transition that's happening. So as you said again,
Worker and workplace.
So on the one side we talk about people analytics, on the other side we talk about people experience. How would you see an integrated platform? What role do you think it's going to play in creating the experience that you want to give to your employees?
See, let me tell you, if you look from the employee perspective, there are many instances that I have seen that employees have struggled for basic simple data itself. If somebody loses a pay slip, they would struggle to get a duplicate pay slip, or if they want certain certificate, they will not be able to get it. those were the earlier days. HR was like a police department. HR will do policing, and people will not like to come to HR because HR was supposed to be a kind of a hated community, because they do appraisal, they do all kind of actions and things like that. But let me tell you, what is happening now is that most of these things are in the hands of the people, anywhere, anytime, on the go. And the best part is that the mobile applications that is available to people are making kind of a wow or a delight for the employees, for simple things. For example, when we adopted 𝗀𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀, which is a chatbot, I think around 15-16 policies have already been put into that. And that chatbot, when people are actually chatting, they are getting their query much better than what a HR guy would be actually explaining to them. So that makes life easier for them. They want to understand something, and similarly, there are lot many information that they require, lot many things that they need to do. All this becomes easier. Even let me tell you, for example, when people were in the field, for example, in sales and marketing, their attendance was a problem. So generally after 10 days of tour, they will come back to their office, then they will be putting it in their system. Very cumbersome process. For payroll, you have to wait for final data to come, and then all those. Now anywhere, on the go, real time data is punched by them.
So with Akrivia HCM's product, the insider glimpse that you got, how do you think Akrivia is positioned for all the solutions that we were talking
See,
about?
it is, that's what I was telling some time back, that you are entering at the very right time, and the space is mostly covered by some of the biggies which is there. But product like Akrivia, what I could see from what was presented, looks very interesting, and it will actually disrupt the market. Let me tell you
Thank you so much.
And I was just telling some time back that if it is cost effective and efficient, and if there is a good customer care and solutions given, I think you will be actually creating a kind of a disruption that I am talking about, and also it will be a game changer, let me tell you.
Thank you so much.
That's what comes to my mind.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mussarat. Thanks for visiting us. Thanks for
No,
your
pleasure,
insights.
pleasure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Pleasure.